Now at 5:30 on WKYT this morning, we are continuing to follow a Southern Kentucky murder investigation after a Knox County man was found dead inside his home.
Well, the latest, what we've just turned up, coming up on WKYT. Also, a Lexington mother will face a judge today why negligence for her child landed her in police custody.
And a Montgomery County man was forced from his home after a fire. Details from firefighters just ahead on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Welcome aboard. Good morning to you from WKYT. Glad you're with us on this Thursday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Michelle Chamberlain. Tomorrow's Oaks, then we have the Derby. There's a lot of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo today.
Oh, yeah.
And it's chilly out there this morning. You're going to notice that the first thing if you step outside. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Spring, Micah.
I know. Changes are coming, right?
The changes are coming, exactly right. We're going to be in the 50s today. It's going to be pretty chilly, cloudy skies, and also the rain. I do want to tell you this. There's a wet go at it earlier this morning west of I-75. That's your best bet to actually see some of that rain. And you can see that in Frankfort, some of those roadways being a little bit wet. So travel's going to be a little tough this morning, especially westbound. As you have those showers falling across the region, those are heading south and southeast. So just keep that in mind. Lexington will be next in line here in just about an hour or so, at least a couple of sprinkles here and there. 58 by the afternoon. Guys, we're starting off in the 40s. It's a chilly start this morning. You may even need a light coat before you take off. Afternoon doesn't feel good either. Once we hit the evening night, if you're heading out for Cinco de Mayo, still looks like we'll have a shower chance out and about, so you just got to keep that in mind too. But tomorrow looks much better. Saturday looks much better. However, late Saturday could have some thunderstorms. I'll show you where I expect those coming up.
Right, and here's what's going on this morning.
We are tracking developing news this morning. State police are investigating a Knox County man's murder.
Investigators say the victim was found last night inside his home on Trace Branch Road in the Walker community. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with some new details now. Mark?
Good morning, Bill. The investigation into this murder is happening in the Walker community. As we take a look at the map, we can see that that's about 13 miles east of Barberville there. Now, state police say that the man was shot and killed in his home here on Trace Branch Road 8 hours ago. Now, there's still a lot of information about this case that we do not know yet, like who the shooter is or why this happened. Now, we have been able to get a few details from state police, so here's what we know at this time. The man who was shot to death is 30-year-old Shane Mills. This morning, police have been collecting evidence and canvassing the neighborhood, searching for witnesses. Now, we are continuing to talk with investigators this morning, and as soon as we get any updates, we'll bring them to you here on air and online. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. As he continues to make some calls this morning, we'll get more information. This morning, a mother is facing charges after police say she left her 23-month-old son home alone.
An apartment manager found the crying toddler and contacted police. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner found this woman's arrest report, and she's live outside the courthouse to tell us all about it. Caitlin?
Good morning, Michelle. She left her son home alone while she went to fast food restaurant Wendy's. That put the young mom behind bars, and now she's expected in court later today. 23-year-old Lexington mother Radiance Parker is accused of abandonment of a minor while she left her 23-month-old child home alone. Police responded to her home after reports from the Cross Keys apartment manager that he heard the child crying. He had knocked on the door, and when there was no answer, he went inside the home and found the boy home alone. That's when he called police. The 23-year-old said she had actually seen police at her home Monday, but didn't come forward because she didn't want to get in trouble. Now, that had happened on Monday. It took her one day on Tuesday to call police, and then she didn't call social services until Wednesday. Now she's expected here in court later this afternoon. Live in Lexington, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
Caitlin, thank you very much. New this morning, a man was forced to stay in a hotel room overnight after his Montgomery County home caught fire. That happened about 1:30 this morning on Virginia Avenue. Firefighters say the fire started in the man's bedroom. Crews managed to quickly contain the flames, but smoke has caused additional damage to other areas of the home. The man was able to get out safely. It is unclear when he'll be able to return. Firefighters are still trying to figure out how that fire started. And investigators now believe that 5 fires that damaged or destroyed homes around central Kentucky are connected.
Not only are they breaking in and taking a few things, but they are burning somebody's house down, displacing a family, destroying memories, items that have sentimental value, and it really is a sad situation.
It is. State police say the fires were all set over the last week in Jessamine, Fayette, Scott, and Garrett counties. In each of the cases, investigators say no one was home when someone broke in and then set the homes on fire. Because of that, police are now urging people to keep a close eye on what's going on in their neighborhoods.
The biggest thing for us is stopping it before another family is displaced, before another family loses their home.
Now, state police and the arson task force are offering up to $1,000 to anyone who provides information leading to an arrest and conviction of those responsible for starting these fires.
The time is 5:35 on WKYT this morning. Richmond police have arrested a couple accused of abusing a 13-year-old girl. Police have charged Clyde and Michelle Richardson with criminal abuse. Last week, they say Clyde hit his daughter, causing 2 black eyes and bruising around her scalp. They say Michelle, the child's stepmother, knew about the abuse but didn't do anything to stop it. Police think the abuse had been going on for a while. The child is now with social services. Police have found a man who was wanted in a Franklin County kidnapping case.
Joey Valentine was booked into the Franklin County Jail yesterday afternoon. He's charged with kidnapping and impersonating a peace officer. Police say he and former constable Thomas Banta posed as police and interrogated a 17-year-old for hours after accusing him of stealing a safe. Banta faces the same charges along with promoting prostitution. Now, police claim he also ran a prostitution ring out of his private security business. A judge plans to rule in the next few weeks whether a lawsuit against Governor Matt Bevin should be dropped. Attorney General Andy Beshear filed the lawsuit saying the governor overstepped his authority by cutting state funds from public universities from the current budget. The judge heard more arguments in the case yesterday.
The governor can, and I believe he should, go ahead and release these funds. It's $18.7 million. That's critical to the universities. It's not going to really change the overall numbers for the next budget, and as the governor's general counsel admitted today, it would just sit.
Let's don't just spend all this money because it's been appropriated to you. Let's try to save some of it so we can try to solve this pension crisis.
Now, Beshear said the lawsuit is not personal, despite the growing feud between Governor Bevin and the Beshear family.
The funeral for former UK basketball star Ed Davender will be held today. Davender died last Thursday, just days after suffering a massive heart attack. He was 49 years old. Davender played for UK from 1984 until 1988 and is 11th on UK's all-time scoring list. The visitation for Davender begins at 10 o'clock this morning. His funeral will follow at 1 this afternoon. Both will be held at the First Baptist Church, Bracktown in Masterson Station. Davender will then be buried at the Lexington Cemetery.
This morning, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are shifting their focus to the general election.
On Wednesday, Trump took to the airwaves to discuss possible picks for vice president, while Clinton dismissed the presumptive GOP nominee as a loose cannon. Hannah Daniels has the latest from the campaign trail.
With his path to the Republican nomination now clear, Donald Trump is mapping out his strategy to win in November. Part of that plan involves vetting possible choices for vice president, including former rival John Kasich.
John, whether he's vice president or not, I think he'll be very, very helpful with Ohio.
Several key Republican leaders, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, have indicated they will back Trump. But the last 2 Republicans to occupy the Oval Office, Bush 41 and Bush 43, made clear Wednesday they plan to sit this election out. Still, Trump is looking to unify the GOP and defeat Hillary Clinton.
If she wants to go the low road, I'm fine with that. And if she wants to go the high road, which probably I would prefer, I would be fine with that.
Recent polls show the billionaire businessman trailing Clinton in a general election matchup. The former Secretary of State took her own jabs at Trump yesterday.
I don't think we can take a risk on a loose cannon like Donald Trump running our country.
Clinton still faces a challenge from rival Bernie Sanders, who lags far behind in the delegate count.
We think everybody in this country, people in California, in Kentucky, and West Virginia, have a right to determine who they want to see as president.
Sanders remains focused on swaying superdelegates his way at the Democratic convention in July. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
An entire city in Alberta, Canada has been forced to evacuate as a massive wildfire rages. This dramatic video you're seeing gives you a better look at why all 80,000 people in Fort McMurray have been forced to flee the largest wildfire evacuation in the province's history. Firefighters say the fire has now destroyed or damaged an estimated 1,600 structures throughout the city. Luckily, no deaths or injuries have been reported so far. We have an important recall to tell you about this morning. The company SunOpta is recalling some of its sunflower kernels over a possible listeria contamination. Now, it affects brands such as Planters, Sunflower Kernels, Dakota's Best Bigsy, roasted and salted kernels. No one has reported being sick from the sunflower seeds so far, but symptoms include high fever, abdominal pain, and nausea. It's particularly dangerous for pregnant women and children.
All right, check your sunflower seeds now, right?
Please do.
There's an issue. Coming up on 541, an annual Kentucky Derby festival tradition rolled down the Ohio River in Louisville last night.
Doo-doo, right? The Belle of Louisville and the Belle of Cincinnati competed in the Great Steamboat Race. For the first time in 5 years, the Belle of Cincinnati won. The boats raced 7 miles down the river, starting in downtown Louisville, before returning. This was the 54th year for the race. Folks cheering along the shore and then having a good ride on the boats as well. But there you go. So the antlers go up to Cincinnati for a while, right? The antlers, and as you've said all week, the bragging rights.
The bragging rights, yeah. So need to come back for Louisville now after all that. It's 541, and let's check live drive traffic this morning, see what's going on first thing. Here's a look right now at current traffic, and really no reports of any issues. They're going to be doing some work along I-75 between Manawar as well as the Athens-Boonesboro area. That apparently is set for overnight tonight, so about 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Thursday night into Friday, so just keep that one in mind. Right now, current travel times are good, and we have no reports of any major problems right now. Still a lot more coming up for you Thursday morning on WKYT.
Police officers down under are daring their fellow first responders around the world to top their dance moves. I'll tell you why. Uh-oh, you know what this means. Someone's going to bust a move here when the WKYT This Morning returns.
I think we all know who that's going to be. Not me, Bill Bryant will do that one. We'll hopefully have that coming up. We're talking about a cool start and also some rain chances early this morning. But what about Friday and your weekend? That's what you guys want to know about. I'm going to have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
So it's pretty chilly outside early this morning when typically we're around 51 degrees around the region. We're not anywhere near that. It is very chilly. Good news here is we're not seeing a lot of 30s. Didn't expect a lot of 30s. Maybe some valley spots here and there, but that's about it. Temperatures around 44 degrees here in Lexington, 45 there in Richmond. You see Somerset, London, 42, 43 degrees. That's a chilly start as you walk out the door. Not only that, but we're dealing with some showers too, especially along that 75 corridor. Back toward the west, that's where we're seeing the best chance. It's seeing some sprinkles, some light showers. That's about it. None of this thunderstorm activity. You're looking back toward, if anywhere east of I-75, it's really to the far northern zones, right over Cynthiana, also Mount Olivet. And as you travel northbound into Pendleton and Bracken County, that's where we're starting to see a few showers here and there. Lexington, not really seeing much, and honestly, out of this batch, I really don't see much out of this. But Bluegrass Parkway, 64 heading westbound toward Louisville. It's going to be a way to go at it this morning. Keep that in mind. People typically slow down when that happens. A couple of showers. Remember, it's on and off. You'll get a big long break in towards your afternoon. Still a rain chance pretty much for the day. 58 degrees, that's not a good feel when typically we're in 71 degrees. So that's way off from our average high. So it's a chilly day, the clouds overhead. You might need a light coat as you go through your day. But then we hit Oaks Day. We hit tomorrow. Mainly dry. I really don't see a chance of rain at all for about 90% of us. The other 10% is far eastern Kentucky, Martin County, Lawrence County, Pike County. That's your best bet. That's far east. I mean, if you go any more east, you're going to be in West Virginia. So for the most part, we're going to be just fine. We're going to be dry and much milder, okay? So Friday looks great. Then let's talk about Derby Day, because the highs will be hitting upper 70s. That's perfect. Check that off the list, right? Much of your day looks fantastic. I mean, a really, really nice Saturday in store. However, we get into the evening and nighttime hours, and these particular models still showing the possibility of some storms moving on in around 8 p.m. to about midnight. So that is the timing right now, and it's coming in from the north. So I'd say northern zones are the best chance to actually see a storm before the sun sets. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. Southern half, you actually have a fantastic day in store there on Saturday with no chance of rain until right around midnight. Mother's Day, scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely, but you will get breaks in the action here and there, so you'll be able to hang out with mom outdoors here and there. And once we hit next week, temperatures finally skyrocket back to the upper 70s to lower 80s. But guys, 58 chilly showers today. That looks like a good day, but Friday and Saturday is definitely something to look forward to. Now, however, still watching Saturday, we're getting closer. So confidence is growing on looking toward the evening and night. If this speeds up 2 to 4 hours, then that's going to be a different story for some of us for our parties. But as of right now, it looks like right around sunset to about midnight for the far northern half of Kentucky, as opposed to everybody.
Slow down. You're moving too fast.
Just a little bit. That's what we'd like.
And it started early on Saturday.
That's right.
There you go.
Right.
Okay. Micah, thank you very much. It's 5:48 right now, and police are used to running after the bad guys, of course, but can that help them score internet fame?
Well, a New Zealand police force has proven that it does. The department's dance moves have become an internet sensation after they posted a video of officers doing the latest viral challenge, the Running Man. They are now challenging cops around the world to beat the Running Man. The dare has been aimed at cops in Australia, the UK, Los Angeles, and New York. Look at them go.
All right.
You know what? I've seen people do this, what I think is wrong.
What's
because,
that?
you know, when I watched MC Hammer doing the Running Man, some people aren't doing it as he used to do it. Micah has never even seen the Running Man. Can you believe it?
Well, some people have short memories, you know.
Well, one day I will convince him to do the Running Man while he does the weather, after he Googles it to check it out.
Some of us have longer memories. All right. It is 5:49 on WKYT this morning. 11 now before 6 o'clock. As you hop to it, do the Running Man or whatever you have on your agenda
Yeah, that's
today.
a good idea. Wake you up in the morning, right?
More news coming up in just a moment. Our top stories ahead. Hey, good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. It's 5:53, Thursday, rolling toward the Kentucky Derby here in Old KY.
I'm excited. Let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on at this hour.
We're busy in our newsroom. State police are investigating a Knox County man's murder. Investigators say 30-year-old Shane Mills was found last night inside his home on Trace Branch Road in the Walker community. At this time, no arrests have been made.
Firefighters in Canada are still working to get the upper hand on a deadly wildfire raging in northern Alberta.
The video says it all. Take a look here. The fire broke out Sunday. It has already damaged or destroyed thousands of structures and forced tens of thousands of people from their homes. Unseasonably high temperatures and strong winds are expected to continue fanning the flames today. The U.S. Justice Department is warning North Carolina's Governor Pat McCrory that the state could lose federal funds over its controversial bathroom law. That law limits the use of public restrooms to the gender on a person's birth certificate. Federal officials argue it violates the Civil Rights Act and is giving the state until Monday to comply.
New guidelines from the American Heart Association recommend stroke survivors get treatment at inpatients' rehab facilities rather than nursing homes.
The organization says rehab facilities offer at least 3 hours a day of physical, occupational, and speech therapy. The group also says stroke survivors should not be discharged from the hospital until they take a class on preventing falls.
And a new study finds the health benefits of walking and bicycling outweigh the negative health effects of air pollution. Researchers in Cambridge found only in the most extremely polluted cities in the world could the risk outweigh the benefits. So now you got to worry about that going outside, but you don't have to worry about going outside this morning. Let's take a look at the traffic trouble spots with live drive traffic. Not much going out on the roads, and that's a good thing for you if you're about to head out the door. Time to check with what's making news online this morning with Bill.
Well, on WKYT.com right now, we're working to update with state police more information about that murder in Knox County, where a 30-year-old man has been found shot to death. Also trending this hour, this apparent string of arson fires in central Kentucky. Some large homes have been set on fire while the owners were away. A reward is now being offered for information, and we have more details online. A lot of people are keeping a young family in their thoughts after a father of 3 was killed in a trench collapse in Lexington. There's an investigation into what happened in that situation along Todd's Road. Even though it appears he has little chance of becoming the Democratic presidential nominee at this point, Bernie Sanders drew thousands of supporters to downtown Lexington last night. He called for a higher minimum wage and for free college tuition. That got him a big cheer from the young crowd. We have video on our website of that. Nyquist is the 3-to-1 morning line favorite after drawing the number 13 post position for the Kentucky Derby. We have the complete post draw list and the morning line odds on WKYT.com. And Kentucky.com looks at how to bet the Kentucky Derby. You can get some tips from the chief betologist at Keeneland, where they will also be hosting crowds for Oaks and Derby days. And today it is at the Derby Festival, by the way, it is the Pegasus Parade. That's what's going on. It's been a very eventful Derby Festival this year, and of course that parade is always an important part as well. CBS This Morning coming up at 7 with your eye opener, and of course we'll have local updates as well. Hey, join us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or and for the latest anytime, WKYT.com. Well, there's Micah Harris.
I almost finished that sentence for you.
Well,
I've heard it multiple times.
That's right.
Radar Network. Here's the look across town. We're looking westbound because westbound is where we see those showers. And also, we're looking at a few thunderstorms down toward Bowling Green, but not so much for our region. We're going to talk about that forecast. Also, Oaks and Derby. That's coming up with another hour of WKYT News.